Day 2 is just going to be a review and more practice of reasoning in algebra that we started with day 1. So what I'd like you to do is fill in each reason for the statements that you see already done for you. Notice this one is set up like a true 2-column proof. When you're told to use a 2-column proof, that means you have the headings on each column, statements and reasons, and you number each statement as you go through the process, and each reason needs to have a matching number with its correlating statement. So give me the reason that you can say the first statement. The first statement is just the given. Reason for the second statement is addition. Reason for the third statement, subtraction. And finally, reason for the fourth statement is division. Okay, let's do the same thing again. So we start with our given. Then we used addition. And now the last reason is multiplication, because we are multiplying by the reciprocal. We don't divide by the fraction. We multiply by the reciprocal. So give me the property that justifies this statement. If I have x equals y and I have the equation y plus 4 equals 3x, what allows me to write the equation x plus 4 equals 3x? This would be substitution. I'm only replacing part of an equation. I'm not replacing an entire side, so I cannot use transitive property here. How about this one? What property allows us to say this? This is actually transitive property of congruence. Okay, transitive property of congruence can work when you have multiple statements that you're going to use the transitive property with. It does not just have to be two statements that become one, like you've seen so far. Okay, if you're given two angles in terms of x, meaning one is like 3x and the other one is, let's say, 2x minus 8, and I tell you also the sum of the two angles, what allows you to solve? What are you actually using to set up your equation for this? That would be the angle addition postulate. Okay, complete each of these statements using the given property. So the first one, symmetric property of equality, would tell us that we're able to flip around the equation so that ut is equal to mn. Transitive property of equality, replacing the full side. Each has vt on one side, so they can be replaced. And then reflexive property of congruence, we can have segment JL is congruent to segment JL, or we could call it segment LJ. Remember, the order of the letters does not matter for a segment. It could be either one and still would be reflexive property. So for number 6, first thing you should do is draw yourself a picture. So please pause the video and use the information in the problem to draw yourself a picture. Here's what that picture should look like. So now it also says we are writing this as a 2-column proof, so that means we have to start out by labeling our 2 columns, statements and reasons. And then in this case, always starting with our given, there's actually 3 of them. Since they were given to us in written out form, we're going to use all 3 of them. From there, since I have a larger segment, which I know the total length of, and it's broken up into smaller segments, I would use the segment addition postulate to show that the lengths of the two smaller segments added together equals the length of the total. Then I substitute the expressions and the total length of AC so that I have an algebra equation to actually solve. Combine my like terms, combining the x terms, combining the constants on the left side. Could also be simplified for number 4. And then we use subtraction to finish solving for x to get x equals 2. For these last two on your note sheet, I'm actually going to have you attempt these on your own. Notice I have the given information that I'd like you to use typed here for you. It's not on your note sheet, so I'd like you to make sure you write that part down. So pause this video and complete this problem, solve for x using a 2-column proof. And then you will play the video again, see number 8, do the same thing, and we'll talk about these two in class. Here's number 8. Again, notice I've given you the information that I'd like you to use for the given. So please set up a 2-column proof and solve for x for this one as well. And again, we will go through these when we are in class together.